Hey, everybody. So for today, we are going to take a quick moment and upload a new podcast episode into the podcast hosting platform Libsyn. Now, in the previous episode, you saw us do the initial setup where we went in and we figured out which category and we named the podcast. Well, what you'll want to do is that once that's set up and it's pretty much ready to go, is you'll start updating your Libsyn with new podcast episodes. And once everything is set up, what ends up happening is that you do this, and once you hit publish, this allows you to make sure that one, your podcast is going to show up wherever somebody's listening, but two, it gets distributed into Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, really wherever people are listening to podcasts. So for Hustle Sauce, I am going to go into dashboard. I'm going to go into content, go to add new episode. Now, there are no downloads right now for Hustle Sauce because we just launched this. So this is actually the very first episode that we are going to upload. And this is a trailer. So actually, you know what? Let me just jump into my audio editor. I need to save this Hustle Sauce trailer. We want to save, remember, always save your audio as an MP3. WAV files are too big. So Hustle Sauce trailer, just do this real quick. Trailer, MP3, okay. And again, it's a short trailer. It's about 1 minute and 20 seconds. Now we'll jump back into this. So add media file. And this is where we're going to upload the actual audio that we're using for this particular trailer. So for this is our trailer. Could be episode 1, could be episode 30, depending on where you're at. But the main goal of this is so that you see where this is. So podcast episodes, Hustle Sauce trailer, and open. And now it's going to load. So it's a short, only going to take 3, 4, 5 seconds for this to load. So you'll see this load up in here, and then voila, upload successful. So now the audio is uploaded, and the next tab is details. So I'm going to call this Hustle Sauce trailer, and then a short description. So welcome to Hustle Sauce, where as an entrepreneur, you will learn tips, insights, and ideas to help grow your hustle. See here. Subscribe on your favorite podcast app and also on YouTube, where we literally show you everything we are doing. And then just to help with search, it's also a good thing to always remember to put your name in there. And I'm going to show you this again in a second. But welcome to Hustle Sauce, hosted by Ryan Hartman and Michael Sharkey, two hustling entrepreneurs. Now, let's do a quick edit on this just so that it flows over there. As an entrepreneur, you will learn tips, insights, and ideas. Or you're also subscribing to your podcast app. There we go. So that's going to be my description. So that's what shows up on the podcast description. And then I go down here, and what you'll notice on Libsyn is that you have a description, and then you have an Apple Podcast optimized description. I'm going to show you a really quick hack here in a second. But the reason why they do this and the reason why this is important is that Apple Podcasts is now, and probably will be for the short-term future, maybe long-term future, the way in which most people listen to podcasts. For a long time, it was over 90%. Now it's down to about 70% because of Spotify. but they're not going anywhere. So if you know that most people listen to podcasts on Apple, it's good if there's any things different that you want to specifically do for that. So, but for the sake of today, Hustle Sauce Trailer, you're basically doing the exact same thing here. So Hustle Sauce trailer. I'm just going to take this, I'm going to copy it, and move it down here. And this is our trailer. What that means is they're going to pin it to the very, very top. So it's the very first thing that people hear. I don't say any bad words, so it's clean. And the author, Ryan Hartman, co-founder of Thanks.io, Michael Sharkey, your podcast coach. It's a good idea to put your names in here, and here's why. There's a lot of podcasts out there that have very similar sounding names, or they have words in them that are used in other podcasts. Hustle Sauce is not the only podcast in the world that uses the word hustle in its name. However, it is the only podcast in the world that uses hustle in its name and is hosted by Ryan Hartman and Michael Sharkey. So from a search perspective, if somebody is searching for either Ryan or Michael, they are going to find us right away. Or if they put in Hustle Sauce and Ryan Hartman or Hustle Sauce Michael Sharkey. So now your next step is you can go into artwork. If you have individual episode artwork, we don't need it. Sometimes you'll see that if you've got individual artwork of specific guests and interviews and such like that. I go into scheduling finally. This would be where if I was scheduling something to say release in a week or a month if I was working ahead. But for today, it's never going to expire and I want this to publish immediately. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to hit the magic word publish and there you go. So what this is going to do is this is going to give me a direct download link. I could send this link to somebody else. If I say, hey, I want you to listen to this new podcast, here's the MP3. It's also going to give you the permalink URL if you're wanting to send somebody to that. And then if you're embedding this on your WordPress site or another site, you have different players that you can use to embed in here. You can do height difference, different colors, things like that. So anyway, that concludes this episode of how to upload your episodes into Libsyn so that they show up everywhere in the world. Thanks so much.